Yo, it's good, guys. Back again, another recap today, and as you can see, it was actually a good day for the first time in a while. Unfortunately, I was only on one account in a combine, but we did catch pretty big win today. But I am still kind of sick at how big of a win it could have been, as I'll show you guys. But just one trade for me today, and it was a pre-market trade, which I don't usually do, but I'll show you guys in a second. The setup was just too damn good, and there was no reason not to take it, so I took it, and ended up with $612 profit on the day. Like I said, I could have squeezed a lot more. That was just a 3 micro trade, and I did pass this 100K account right here. I mean, it's not going to show you guys, but made $3,000 to pass this one in 2 days. For some reason, I'm really good at trading fucking evals. Passed this one in 2 days, and I passed my lucid one in 3 days, and I made like just under 9 grand to pass this one. Because I messed up my consistency. So bright side is I still know how to trade evals. I mean, live accounts, I'm kind of in the shitter, but yeah, I did take a win today. We had news at 5:30. Really didn't do anything, and I kind of had my eyes on this gap on the buy side, and we had this gap, which is part of the reason why I didn't catch as much profit as I could have. But now we are trading down into this gap, and it looks like we're going to respect this one and then probably move back up. But man, the market has just been shit lately, guys. Like, look at this 4-hour chart. There's just no momentum to any move. It's just up and then back down, up and then back down. So I know a lot of people have been having it rough just like me lately. It's been kind of hard to win lately. Hopefully next month's a lot better. Usually the start of a month we get a little bit of momentum, but with Trump running his mouth and shit lately, it's not been awesome. But yeah. So let's get into this here. Obviously we have this 4-hour gap, and we had these 3 stacked lows, and we had these lows stacked down here as well. We had New York AM there, Asia there, London there. The only high we had left was London high, and then we had this weird gap from the other day that I thought potentially could be a target, but we were trading so close to it already. It was not something I was willing to target. But as you can see, pre-market, we actually inverse this 15-minute right after taking London high, and there's no other highs in sight. This was a previous day high, but this is pretty far away still. The only other thing I would consider is this gap, and I don't even know why this gap happened. So buy side was pretty much all taken out, and you can see we inversed this gap as well, and everything was just looking like we were going to go down at this point. The higher time frames weren't. Like, the higher time frames, we were still respecting this gap, but we still had to fill it. So I was willing to take a short, even though I was bullish. We did take out this big liquidity pool here, and yeah, like I said, this setup was just too good. We get that 15-minute inversion on the first one here, and then this second one, we got it here, and I actually entered on the eval right here, and it got a little bit of drawdown, but nothing crazy. And I was just literally targeting, I only needed to make $3,000, and I was trading 5 minis, so I only needed like 30 points. And it's targeting like right about here roughly. And my stops were above right above here for a 1-to-1. So I was risking my whole account, but that's how I do evals. I don't really give a fuck if I blow it. And if you take 2 really good setups, it's pretty hard not to catch 30 points or whatever it is, right? So that was an easy one for the eval. And I waited on the live account till we had fully inversed everything on every time frame. We had this last 5 minute here, so I took this trade a little bit later. We inverse this gap, and then we come up and we respect this 5 minute after we've inversed the 15 minute as well. And I actually got like literally a perfect entry on this, guys. Like, I had trade of the day in my hands, and I got some good profit, but I'll show you guys in a second. So I targeted down to this Asia low here because it was close to the fair value gap. I figured we'd at least tap into it and then probably reverse. I considered targeting this New York AM low, which was all the way inside of it, but because the higher time frames are bullish, I was just trying to take my piece of the pie here, and this was still a 1 to 3. I was only risking about $200, and I had lots of room to play with, as you can see. And this just ran straight to TP. Like, there was nothing stopping it. Like, there was a few green candles. We had this big one right here, which I thought I was going to get edged for a second, but we ended up fully engulfing it right after and hit TP there. And then check this out. So that was about, just go to higher time frame here. That was about 115 points I caught roughly. And from my entry, if I would have targeted these equal lows down here, which I never thought in a million years would get hit, but we ran like almost 400 points for my entry, guys. So do the math. $6 a point. It stings. It actually stings. That would have been $2,400 right there, and we got about a quarter of the way. So it sucks, but I did get my piece of the pie, and I don't think anyone could have expected us to just dump like this and inverse this 4 hour after we had this nice strong bullish push and closed above these gaps. This was a super unpredictable move, and I thought we would definitely fill this gap. Did I think we were going to close below it? No. And we did, and we came down all the way down here. And now we're going to see if we even respect this gap. There's a good chance we come down and take out these lows here, but we'll have to see tomorrow. So that was the trade for the day. Super easy one, and I know it was a pre-market, so a lot of people probably didn't catch it, but like, I saw the stars align, and I knew if I waited till market open, we were gonna literally do this. Like, just get this crap out of the way. This was market open, this candle right here, and this candle was a 57-point candle, and I believe it's called a devil's hook or wick or whatever. There wasn't even a wick on the top of this, so that's why we got this green candle up. So this shouldn't even have existed. So we basically dumped like basically 60 points right off market open. So that would have taken away half my trade right there. And realistically, like, there was no other entry after that. So like, the only other thing you could really justify taking was, I saw a few people take a continuation trade off this 3 minute here after we swept the Asia low. But you're playing a risky game. You just swept a low, a key low, and we're tapping into a 4 hour gap, and you're gonna take a short off that when we have a bunch of gaps still unfilled up here that would have stopped you out. And overall, we're bullish, so that was a risky trade in my opinion, and I was glad to be break even by the time we got down to this point. Like, we were moving down here, I was already break even. So Yeah, I could have taken this out longer, but it wouldn't have been a smart move. And if it would have reversed on me, I would have been pissed off. So happy with what happened. I don't think there's any other good trades on the day, realistically. I saw Dodgy take this long after we tapped into this and we sweeped all these lows out. He took a long, which was kind of crazy, off of, I don't know, there was some sort of inversion here. It's probably a 30-second, really watch the video fully. But he took a long right here, basically, and caught, like, up to here. Not a great trade, in my opinion. I mean, this one was a little bit better here. You could justify this a little bit better. You get the inversion here. And then you tap back into it. Could have entered along here. This is a decent trade. And you could have just targeted back up this to this high. But I don't know. That is just a little bit too risky for me, and it's late in the day. That's like lunchtime. And yeah, I don't know. So happy with today, and tomorrow we got a shit ton going on. I think they got rid of 2 of the news events, actually. I swear there was 4 yesterday, unless I'm tripping. But it looks like we just got PPI tomorrow. I thought we had more, but I mean, oh no, sorry. I was thinking about next week. Next week's the week we have 5. So yeah, just PPI tomorrow, and you already know me, guys. I'm an idiot, and I'm gonna full port every single one of these accounts, and hopefully we can revive all of these tomorrow, because tomorrow setting up to be a pretty good day. So we'll see how I react to this 4-hour gap overnight. If we break this gap, 100% we're coming down here. There's no doubt in my mind we are going to at least come down to this level. If we respect the gap, we'll probably get a retrace and chop around. But who knows in these market conditions? Who knows? So I think that's going to be it for today. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes smoothly for me with PPI, and then I can take a trade after that on all 6 accounts, and then we're back rolling. So see how it goes. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.